It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's gonna be a good one.
And it comes your way next.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Good battle coming up here in the AFC West. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Partner, this division has been the domain of the Kansas City Chiefs. They've won 8 straight division titles, 3 Super Bowl wins during that stretch as well. And every year, you get here and you ask, who can knock off the Chiefs?
Well, I think if you ask the other 3 teams in the AFC West, they would all say, okay, this is our year. But really, for a division where all 3 of those teams were sub 500 last year, now there's been some coaching changes, some new blood. But until you knock off the champ, they're still the champ. And right now, until further notice, this division continues to run through the Kansas City Chiefs, and barring something crazy, I don't expect that to change very much this year.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise they would love to have.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with White. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Man in motion here is Tucker. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over once more. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They face 2nd down and 7. Another run here with White. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Third down, 3 to go. They put Adams in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, here's Minshew. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. A chance now to make up for that earlier pick 6. They have it 1st and goal. They'll run with White. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. They get the big tackle out of UCLA, Colton Miller there. Now it is 1st and goal. A give, and here's White. Short gain there, down to the 11. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. One more time, it's White. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the 1st round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, Mike. I mean, he has that intriguing skill set that has the potential to develop into something pretty special over time. There's undoubtedly going to be some growing pains. That's expected. But I'm excited to see what he does with this opportunity now that his number's been called.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Gonna get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got it.
Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. It's Riley Dixon coming on now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense and their running back Zamir White heading onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back is Minshew. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders are on top. It's now 10-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. That's to the former Lion, Josh Reynolds. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Raiders are out in front as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. A pass deep for Reynolds. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And now he loses the football. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
When we met with him during the week, how did he describe himself to us, Mike? He said, I feel like I'm a student of the game. I feel like that's my advantage over my opponent. And as this game's unfolded, it's pretty clear to see why.
Here's Minshew to the left side. And, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. The Broncos have it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Robert Spillane spills him there. 2nd and 7. It's another run here for Williams.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Broncos, and he is going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He is in. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Denver. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Broncos are on top. It's 14-10. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Minshew gonna look to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing is Minshew. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll drop to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. To throw once more. Here's Minshew. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. The Broncos have it. Into space. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos are out to a 21-10 lead. seems ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. Greg, kind of a head-scratcher in this one. A fumble or two here or there. That's going to happen. But they've continually put the ball on the ground in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything quite like it, and kind of seems like when it rains, it pours. It gets a little mental for the ball carriers. They're kind of contagious in a sense, Mike. But you know who also gets really wrapped up in it is the defense. They say, hey, I've seen that ball pop out time and time again. You get those guys continuing to believe it's going to come out and attack the ball, and you have days like this today.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and 2, and here's Minshew. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to first. Big opening up the middle. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
To the air once more is Minshew. That's caught, so they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. They'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Third and 5. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.